Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Dumb Laws from the Grave. I'm your host, Grave Knives, coming to you from the Graves Court. Today, we're going to be checking out Round 2, Part 3 for Kentucky. And, the last round was there was some repeaters in there, and that found that a bit aggravating. So hopefully we can make it through an episode without that still going on. So, getting us started. No female shall appear in a bathing suit on any highway within the state unless she is escorted by at least two police officers, or unless she is armed with a club. Captain Caveman. Later, an amendment proposed the provisions of this statute shall not apply to any female weighing less than 60 pounds, nor exceeding 200 pounds. Nor shall it apply to female horses. The weight is screwed up. Why would it not? I mean, the whole thing's dumb. But, why just cut out, if they're under 60 pounds? No. If they're over 200 pounds? No. It's that's shady. That just seems shitty as fuck right there. It's whatever. Regardless of the weight, though, why would it have to include a horse? It does not appeal to female horses. Okay. Were there other animals wrote into this legislation that were... who's putting their horse in a bathing suit? How would that apply to a horse? Why would that even be... a fucking plausible thought to insert into this or any other law? Anyways, dumb. A person can be sent to jail for 5 years for merely sending a bottle of beer, wine, or spirits as a gift to a friend in Kentucky. Now I'm kind of left wondering here, what do they mean by send? I sent this along with my Aunt Betty when she went over, and she dropped off this bottle of wine or whatever. Or are they referring to the postal system? And in which case, I'm kind of still what's it fucking matter? What does it really matter? I mean, you can be put in jail for 5 years. It's not like Kentucky's a dry state. I mean, they may have dry counties. Every state has dry counties. But, yeah, that just seems kind of stupid. One may not own a red-dyed rabbit or offer it for sale unless more than 6 are for sale at once. People need to stop fucking dying animals. It's not... Stop it. But if you do it, make sure there's at least a half dozen you're doing it to. It says right fucking there. Throwing flowers at a public speaker could result up to a year in prison. Attempting to interrupt, injure public speaker, any person who interferes with any person addressing a public audience within the state, who interrupts such a person while speaking by the use of insulting or offensive language or appropriate epithets applied to the speaker, or who attempt to interrupt or injure the speaker by throwing missiles of any kind at him, shall be fined not less than $50, nor more than $500, or imprisoned for not less than 1 year, nor more than 6 months. I guess sick refers to cyclical. I don't know. But am I the only one that... Wait. Did they get them switched up? They must have got those... It must mean not less than 6 months, but no more than a year. Because the way that's wrote, in prison for not less than a year, nor more than 6 months. That's what? That doesn't make sense. Anyways, or both. That was thankfully repealed in 1975. That didn't sound like a fucking confusing law at all. Let's see. Any person who appears on the highway or upon the street of any city that has no police protection when clothed only in ordinary bathing garb shall be fined no less than $5. nor more than $25. So that would be that'd be a repeater. That's the same damn law, except it does say passed in 1922 and repealed in 1974. So it does actually tell us a little bit more information, but it would have been nice if they would have like compressed that to the two. Like, the fuck? It is illegal to fish with a bow and arrow in Kentucky. I'm not much of a fisher by any means. I got plenty of friends that do. That sounds, I mean, if you're eating the fish, that sounds ridiculous. If you're just sport fishing with a bow and arrow, then you're an asshole. But no, if you eat fish, see, like, I don't like fish, so you'd never see me out there with a bow and arrow hunting, for fishing with that. But I got plenty of friends that do, but granted, different state. My curiosity is, if you're from Kentucky, do let me know down in the comments section, please. If you know, are you able to fish with a bow and arrow? Or are they really that, like, anal about it? And they're like, no, bow and arrows. I don't know. It just seems kind of silly. Minors cannot play billiards without parental signature. No person owning or controlling a billiard or pool table shall permit, for compensation or reward, any minor under 18 years of age to play any game on the table unless such minor shall have first displayed an identification card containing his name, age, photograph, and the signature of his parents or guardian. The minor shall keep such identification card on his person, and it shall be subject to inspection at any time by any peace officer. Again, I'm just going to chime in. Why is it always him and his? How about not they? Like, I mean, their, implying ownership of an individual. Maybe, because, I mean, to me, that would sound like a fucking loophole that somebody could, like, wiggle out of. Oh, well, it says his, and that's a girl, or whatever preferred pronoun, or whatever, but still, that would be, to me, well, the law's fucked up. Some jackoff wrote it wrong. Or maybe it's just miswrote in here. I doubt it, though. The person owning or controlling such billiard or pool table shall keep and maintain a registration book in which each minor shall sign. The person owning or controlling such billiard table shall supply a blank identification card to each parent or guardian who makes request for same. Any person who violates this section shall be fined not less than $10, no more than $100 for each offense. Passed in 1893, amended in 1954. Fucking dumb laws from the grave. Jeez Louise. Okay, so did the parent? I wonder if the parent had to come in back in the day, like 1800s. Did the parent have to come in and fill out the stuff, or they were just like, all right, Sonny, take your paperwork on home, and if you have your parents sign that card, and then go ahead and come back, and you can play pool. Okay, sure. Here's my card. Fucker. I don't know. That's what we used to do for, get out of school. Like, call yourself off of school back in the day, and you just have to bring in a note. Nowadays, it's a little different, depending on your school, but I know that's how we used to get out of trouble like that all the time. All bees entering Kentucky shall be accompanied by certification of health stating that the apiary from which the bees came was free from contagious or infectious disease. Passed in 1922 and repealed in 1948. That's another repeater. That is another freaking repeater. That's getting kind of old. Any person who displays, handles, or uses any kind of reptile in connection with any religious service or gathering shall be fined not less than $50, nor more than $100. Passed in 1942 and apparently still seems to be on the books. It is illegal to fish in the Ohio River in Kentucky without an Indiana fishing license. But pretty sure the Ohio River is, at least for a good portion, like the borderline. Kind of like how Mississippi is for Illinois and Missouri, how we're separated by the Mississippi, except we're, I think, on a lot bigger scale. But That's stupid though, because I sure as hell have never had to. I would never had to had a fishing license for Missouri to be on my side on Illinois, fishing into the Missouri. So I mean that sounds just like kind of like an under the table fucking like, hey, make your people, if they're gonna fish over here, make your people do it, you know. And my question is, does Indiana make you get a Kentucky fishing license if you fish in that river? Or at least the portion that's on. Is it anywhere in the river, or is it just along the border part? Because I know it dips down. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it goes all the way. I don't think it does though. But anyways, let's see. What do we got? We got one more law. One may not dye a duckling blue and offer it for sale unless more than 6 are for sale at once. You ready? Their third fucking repeater. That means I'm gonna have to start betting these things and like really going through them if it's gonna be like this. I mean, this one does have an explanation deeper further into, obviously, but like, why not just put it on one? No person shall sell, exchange, offer to sell, or exchange, display, or possess living baby chicks, ducklings, or other fowl or rabbits which have been dyed or colored, nor dye or color any baby chicks, ducklings, or other fowl or rabbits, nor sell, exchange, offer to sell, or exchange to give away baby chicks, ducklings, or other fowl or rabbits under 2 months of age in quantity less than 6. Okay, so it's an age thing. Why you have to have more than 6. It has to how old they are. Except that any rabbit weighing 3 pounds or more may be sold at an age of 6 weeks. Any person who violates this section shall be fined not less than $100 nor more, no more than $500. Amended in 1972, created in 1966. Now I'm guessing that them saying that like if it's that it's about them staying in the pack of babies, you know, keeping them together with their own species. So that's the only thing I can figure. And it kind of backs that up. But at least it does give us a bit more explanation as opposed to that wick real quick, you know. You can't dye them red. And, you know, rabbits can't dye them red. Who the fuck is dyeing animals? Like, quit it. I don't care. I don't care. Someone's going to be like, oh, you do it for Easter or whatever fucking holiday. I don't care. Stop it. Come by with a spray can. Be like, just to be a dick. You're like, well, it's for the holiday. Don't worry, it'll be non-toxic, so you know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. This is it for Kentucky. We're going to be moving on to it. We might go to Indiana next, just because now I'm curious about that. Will we find that river, that law for that river, you know, except reversed on theirs? Possibly. Maybe we will. We'll have to wait and see. Thank you for joining me. I hope you had a great time. Until next time, from the grave to the grave. I'm Grave Knives, and I'll see you then.